would love to see Roach open a cafe and kind of launch his own signature coffee brand and make some bagels and invent bagels, because I think he would invent bagels, and kind of just set the trend for what a trendy hippie place would be. And it all started at Roach's Cafe. Yeah, I think I'd call it 6 Legs and a Mug.
This might be the Parasocial episode, right?
Oh, God. No, we can't call it that. We have to call it the stalking episode. That's better.
That's worse. That's so much worse. I feel like it's the normal episode.
Normal fan encounters episode.
The totally normal
normal fan encounters, not weird or inappropriate episode.
I'm here with Andrea and Chloe, and we are doing something very normal, a very normal thing for fans to do. We are going to meet up with how many people? 3 members of the cast.
4.
3 members of the cast and 1 member of the crew.
Yeah.
Fully.
Wait.
Up here.
So Dominic, Chris,
Samba, and Lindsey.
Okay, but you said 3, potentially 4.
3. Okay, 2 members of the cast, potentially 3, and for sure 1 crew member.
Correct.
4 humans total.
Math is hard.
Either do math or drive. And I can do neither.
We're heading off to see Chris Corbin, who is Magic Man, and he's going to sign Chloe's flag. And I'm going to see if I can ask him, would you be willing to provide a soundbite for the podcast? You know, we're a fan fiction podcast. If your character is written in fan fiction, what would you like to see your character do in fan fiction? And I'm sure he's a creative person. He'll come up with some great, hilarious scenario.
And we'll do the same for Dominic, because he's already going to be at a comic book store, so he'll be in like nerd mode anyway. And then Lindsey, I don't even know what we're going to ask her. There's so many things. She did so much.
Yeah, we're going to ask her the same question. If she was a character on the show.
If she was a character in the show. Okay, so first, be a character.
Yeah.
Second, put that character in fan fiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have a chance for Samba to show up.
I feel like he's traumatized about fan fiction from doing the Is He Into Me with Ringo's porn. So, you know.
He enjoyed it. So, Chloe, can you provide like a little summary of how this all came to be?
I have a flag from the show that I got at the auction that the Shipwreck Co. did a year ago, and it's a flag that was in the background scene of the French party ship, and it has a little fleur-de-lis on it. And when I started going to cons, I brought the flag for cast members to sign, and now it's become my life's mission to get as many signatures of the cast and crew on my flag as possible. So I'm here in LA for work and just kind of had a fuck it moment one night and politely, hopefully, reached out to people who are involved in the show who are here in LA, who I knew have engaged with the fandom before, so we're hopefully amenable to being reached out to, and ended up setting up little meetups with Chris, Lindsey, Dominic, and hopefully Samba will stop by too. So yeah, that's how that came about.
Good job for being brave.
I, as an LA native, am weird around celebrities because I feel like when you grow up here, you see them all the time, but they also feel like more like a zoo animal and less like a person. So I tend to sort of freak out when I see someone famous and like run the other direction. So we'll see how I handle today.
Well, just in reaching out to people, I mean, everyone's so kind, and I'm just like, oh yeah, they're just people who are involved in this thing that we deeply love.
Yeah.
And therefore, like, can only be so normal about. But we're gonna do our best.
We're gonna do our best. We checked our horoscopes. They all said that you should follow your feelings today. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be fine. We won't scare anyone.
Yeah. We're here with Chris Corbin, who plays Magic Man. If you were to see your character in fan fiction, what scenario would you like to envision your character doing in fan fiction?
A Bacchanal-style orgy with the entire crew, everybody on the show, every single one of the people, just in a whole group orgy together, just bodies everywhere. It would be a beautiful time.
And you would be the one planning it, right?
Of course.
So what are your tips for planning an orgy?
My tips for planning an orgy, stay safe, lots of lube, rickets, all different times, and just a little bit of magic every once in a while, like pulling things out of random places that you didn't think were there. That's the best way to do it. Just keep things lively.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chris. This was the best day ever, honestly.
I'm glad you can come out and say hello.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is so nice.
Yeah.
We're just leaving now. Chris Corbin, who's Magic Man.
And his dog and his cat.
Yeah. Okay, so lovely family.
Wonderful.
Wife, 2 kids. Melanie's the wife.
Melanie's the wife.
So she's delightful. She's wonderful. They also have a giant Great Dane who is so nice and wanted to be itched so bad, and a cat that looked like a
boo-boo.
Bengal cat, so adorable. Adorable house, adorable family, lovely. And Melanie wants to do something with Haunted Hollywood Hour. We want to go visit some cool places and talk about them with her for the podcast.
See some ghosts.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Chloe, what was your experience?
Oh, they're absolutely lovely. That was so kind. And Melanie said that out of all Chris's roles, his appearance as Magic Man on Our Flag Means Death is the one that he has gotten the most love for, and rightfully so. So they were so kind to chat with us, and I got my flag signed.
Yay! Melanie and Chris met doing burlesque, and Melanie found out that someone had done a burlesque of Magic Man, and that's when you know that you've made it, when someone does a burlesque of your character.
Okay, season 2?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Set deck. Where are we off to next?
We are off to Mendocino Farm to have lunch with Lindsey Cantrell.
But we're gonna be late.
I am messaging her right.
Okay.
Oh yes, she's running 5-10 minutes.
Oh, perfect. Yay, so are we.
Yay.
Oh my god, look at this picture. This is so cute. Why do I look so
excited? See, I'm always like, I want to be the incompetent character.
Okay, well, maybe my character is incompetent at reading the map, but only to the fellow pirates or fellow whoever's, because maybe the deep down plan is to like always be able to catch the sunrise or sunset. It's like light based.
That's Lindsey Cantrell, who was a set decorator on season 2 in New Zealand. Honestly, she had one of the most mind-blowingly creative ideas for what type of character she would be if she were a character on the show. I'm sure this will inspire so much fan fiction, especially when she shares who her character will hook up with.
I'm like obsessed with shadows. Pick me. I'm an artist.
That's so good.
But it's like internal. It's hidden. You don't know why I'm doing all this.
I love that.
Wow, and so your character is competent and always like...
Or always happen to go the wrong place. But it's the right place for me. I'm trying to like catch the light.
But then your crew like misses all the raids.
That's right. Yeah. That I'm supposed to be doing. I miss those.
Yeah.
It's not important to me.
And because this is fan fiction, your character is going to have to hook up with one of the characters on our flag. So who's your character going to?
It's gonna have to be Blackbeard.
Yeah.
She's really cool, my character. But that's also probably gonna be a secret. That's a hidden thing. Nobody knows we got together.
And it was like during the sunrise or something.
That's right. Because he obviously would know how to get us there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's perfect.
Yeah.
To be honest, he probably knew that you weren't like mapping correctly, but he
Let it happen.
Yeah, and he was into it because he's like totally over pirating anyway. So he's like, yeah, let's just watch the sunrise. That sounds way better.
Eventually, like catch some light in like I imagine like a potion bottle. I'm like catching it in. When I actually go on trips, I do steal sand from different places.
I'm
Maybe
doing
I
that
like.
when I go to New
Isn't that
Zealand.
good? You
I'm
have
bringing
to.
the little jar for
Maybe I'm like
sand.
catching light from different parts of the world. I have these little
Yeah.
bottles. Don't open my bottle.
And that is just crazy in the way I think Blackbeard would be into.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very good artistic answer.
Thank you. Very good.
As we were talking, I saw Lindsey's eyes dart over to the door. Chloe brightened up, and then Samba came around the corner. I cannot begin to describe the absolute joy it was to see him. He gave everyone hugs and then sat down with us after signing Chloe's flag.
It was really good, so no pressure.
Yeah, no problem. So, Roach is a beloved character, obviously. What would you love to see Roach do in people's fan fiction that they write about him?
I would love to see Roach open a cafe and kind of launch his own signature coffee brand and make some bagels and invent bagels, because I think he would invent bagels, and kind of just set the trend for what a trendy hippie place would be. And it all started at Roach's Cafe. Yeah, I think I'd call it 6 legs and a mug.
And what's Roach's advice for a successful business?
Make sure you are fearless and don't be afraid to be chaotic, because that's the only way to move forward.
I'm going to be greedy and ask you one more question. What would be your dream scenario for Roach to have in season 3?
I think for him to go out, have adventure, and maybe reconnect with his mom.
What just happened?
Wow, we just had a very lovely lunch with Lindsey, the set designer from season 2. She is just our friend now, I guess, because we just hung out with her for like an hour. It was amazing. She's so cool. She's so funny. She's so pretty. I love her. And she had great stories about being on set. She had great stories about the industry and just what she's worked on, what she's hoping to work on. So nice. Oh my God. Like, imagine just, some freaks on the internet reached out to me and now having lunch with them. Like, what an actual, the kindest human being. So that was amazing. And then Samba came by to sign Chloe's flag and talk to us for a little bit. He couldn't stay long, but that's completely fine. He was so lovely, so warm, so tall. I was like, how are you supporting yourself? Your bones are so long. I got to ask him some baking advice because my bakes are always wonky because I use coconut sugar. And he was like, yeah, I don't use that because it's too hard. And I was like, that's fair.
He seemed a little bit appalled.
Yeah, he was like, no, don't do that. It was really lovely. Chloe got to give gifts and get the flag signed. We also ate delicious lunch as a side note. Mendocino Farms, always so good. Cannot believe how well that went. That was unbelievable. I don't even think I'm alive or awake right now.
I asked Lindsey what was her favorite memory on set, and she told this wonderful story about she was just kind of like standing around, and Reese was just like standing around, and she just like asked him, what are some local things to do, around here, since I only have a few days left. And he told her that he goes to this art fair every weekend.
It was up north of Auckland. I don't remember the name, but it was north of Auckland.
Yeah, and also a beach there that's really nice. And so she went, she had a great time. And it was also just nice to she talked about, like, it was nice to talk to him and, like, the cast treating you, even though you're a crew member, like people, and just talking to you normally. And it all felt very friendly. Like, that was...
And that everyone hung out. It was nice to see everyone, like, actually hang out and be friends and spend time together. So it really felt like a very warm place to be. And you can really feel the sense of community and camaraderie that obviously echoed in what we see perceiving the show, but it felt that way on set as well. And she told us that she was recruited for season 2 because she had worked on Love and Thunder and started chit-chatting to someone on set, and surprise, it was Raw. And then Raw invited
Raw
her.
Vincent, the art director.
Yep. And then Raw invited her to join season 2, and that's how she got there, which is pretty cool. She probably told that story before, but it's the first time I heard it.
Yeah, pickup shots on Love and Thunder. Mm-hmm. So it was on the main shoot. It was 8 days over 2 weeks, she said?
9 days over 2 months.
Oh, 9 days over 2 months, okay. And it sounded like a somewhat stressful time, because in that case, Taika Monica was directing.
It sounded stressful, but she said that her second favorite memory was hanging out with him to look for places for one of Rita's music videos. And he was like, hey, Lindsey, come help me with this really quick. And he was really happy and relaxed and having fun on set and getting to have a different, calmer energy as opposed to directing.
Yeah. Yay, good time. Now we're heading to Dominic Burgess. Jeffrey Fettering. What would you love to see your character Jeffrey Fettering do in fanfiction?
Oh my gosh, he would follow Steed to the ends of the earth. He wants to be a pirate now. He's all about that pirate life. I feel like he's packing up his house, selling his belongings, and he is just going to go out into the seas. He doesn't even have a direction. He's just going to go out and conquer the oceans.
And because this is fan fiction, there's usually a moment where your character hooks up with someone. Who on the show would Jeffrey hook up with?
Oh my gosh, it's all about Steed. That's all he cares about. That's, yeah.
What would need to happen for them to be together romantically?
Oh gosh.
Would they get marooned together? Would they get...
I don't think they need to be marooned together. Any circumstance would be a good circumstance for Jeffrey Fettering. I don't think, like, not in a horrible opportunistic way. Like, he doesn't need to be marooned on a desert island to make things happen. I think he'd just be very forthright about, like, hey, remember that time in school when we, like, you felt that moment in high school, right? In elementary school, right? Maybe I shouldn't say elementary school, but you know, I think he'd just, and I think Jeffrey would be so happy to just even be there in a platonic way, just to be in the orbit of greatness.
Yeah.
I think that would be enough for Jeffrey. That'd be enough for Jeffrey.
And if your character were to come back in season 3, what would you love your character to do in season 3?
Oh my God! I think I already said it. I think just taking to the seas. Being a part of the crew and just being in awe of everything that they do. I think he's so wide-eyed and naive and bushy-tailed that I think it would be fun to see him experience everything for the first time. You know, kind of like Anya from Buffy, who's just like experiencing all these new things. Like, why this? Why this? Why are we hanging that guy? This is exciting. Great, yeah, let's do it, but in a nice way.
What would be his first job on the ship?
Oh, well, he has experience swabbing the decks from his diarrhea horse, so probably sweeping the poop deck. Sweeping the poop deck. Good old Jeffrey Fettering.
But what would be his dream role? Like, okay, I want to work up my way up from sweeping the poop deck to...
Captain's mate. Yeah, that would make sense. Whatever he needs. Yes, he's on it. Yes. Yeah.
You really know your character. I mean,
Yeah.
You just are like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what he's doing. Yeah.
Perfect. This is why, Dominic Burgess, you are literally on every single show that I watch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your wonderful time.
Thank you.
Okay, so we just hung out with Dominic Burgess, and I was very delighted that he actually remembered me. So what's your reaction to?
Oh God, what a gem.
There is good in the world.
Yeah, what a sweet angel baby. Lover of all things nerd. Lover of having Lord of the Rings characters as cat names. We have that in common.
The way that we got Dominic to sign Chloe's flag was I was the table. I bent over and let my back be used as a table. And the photo is very funny. Check Chloe's Instagram or whatever. Are you on Instagram? No, you're not. Oh, you are. Okay. And we're off to the LA Arboretum now, which is the location of some season 1 shooting happening. This was, I think, where the young Steed scenes were shot. Young Steed in the boat with his hands tied on the oars, where young Steed like runs into the tree. And we also found out from Chris Corbin, location of the pirate village is, what was it?
Rubel Castle. R-U-B-E-L. Rubel Castle, which we did not know.
Which we did not, I don't think anyone knows that.
No.
So
I was like, what are you talking about?
we could drive by. Just met with Damien Gerard, who plays Father Teach.
Well, okay. He's about the sweetest person on the planet. We met at Starbucks and we hung out for an hour. He bought me a tea, which was lovely, and we are really rooting for him to catch a break in life and his career. He's been having a hard time with the passing of his father, so this is a call to the whole fandom to send him a lot of love and put out good vibes into the universe for him to get a big role. So yeah, Damien was the absolute best. It was a joy.
What did you guys talk about?
When he got the role for our flag, he had just been going through a lot. He just recovered from stage 4 cancer, and he was just kind of at a point where he was wondering, like, do I keep going with acting? And then got the role for our flag, and the opportunity to engage with the fandom helped show him that he was on the right track with staying with it. And he's totally one of us. He's just a fan nerd of things. I really felt like he's part of our fandom community. What would you like to see your character do in fan fiction?
I've loved the fan fiction that I've read about him, exploring all sort of the dark past and things like that. I think I would like to see some fan fiction of Father Teach before Ed came along. Why he's like he is, why he's such a bastard, why he hits Ed's mum, what made him like that. That's what I would like to read. That would be really interesting. I have my ideas of what happened to him in the past, but I would love to hear other people's takes on it.
Oh, me too. And one more question. Obviously, Father Teach is dead, but when we get season 3, what would you want to see in flashbacks? If we have more flashbacks of Father Teach, what would we see?
Funny enough, I was speaking to my manager about this, and we were trying to kind of brainstorm ideas, and we thought it might be nice to have an episode where his father actually haunts him in real life.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of been done with badminton to a degree, but this would be more ghostly as opposed to like something that he sees in his head sort of thing. But haunting Ed about all the decisions that he's made and berating him over all the things that he's done that Father Teach thinks were idiotic.
Oh, that would be fascinating. I would love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was really special.
I'll let you get your phone out because we are going to walk across the street to Warner Brothers right now. And that way you can get a photo of the Warner Brothers water tower, which you didn't get to get the other day. And while we're here, I'll show you the part of the sidewalk where I ran into Reese and Samba.
Yeah, because we just drove by this before.
Yeah.
That's where you met Samba, that's where you met Reese, but now we're walking.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm letting Chloe take a picture of the water tower right now. We're crossing gate 4.
Yeah, this has been incredible. I got 5 signatures on my flag in the time that I've been here. And everybody I reached out to got back to me in some form or another. The only person who I reached out to who I didn't get was Hugo Pierre Martin, who was the haughty attendant in the French party boat where the scene where my flag is from.
Yeah.
And the only reason that he didn't give me a signature is because he's not in LA anymore. So that's a valid excuse.
Yeah. Where is he?
He's in Rhode Island, which is also where his podcast, The Diaries of Netta Vicious the Vampire, is set, in the town of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, which is a delight.
It's East Coast, so...
Yeah. I'm going to try to find my way over there. I told him if I'm ever in Rhode Island or nearby, I'm going to get his signature on my flag, too.
I was walking this direction. We were actually on the lookout for Bob Odenkirk because we'd seen him. So I was walking this way, and then I see Reese and Steve Wrigley walk the opposite way, and here's where I did a little U-turn. And this was my first day on the picket line. I'd only been working at my job for 2 weeks. Reese was literally the first celebrity interview that I did, and so I did a U-turn, and I was like, "Hey, Reese," like this, and I was like, Hi, I'm Carly. I work for SAG-AFTRA. Is there any chance you would be able to do a short video on why you're out here and why it's important? And he was like, sure. Okay, and then we're coming up on the spot where I met Samba for the first time. We are finishing up our day after we visited the LA Arboretum and saw some various locations where season 1 was shot. We found the tree that Baby Steed ran into, and Chloe, describe your experience of finding that tree.
Unbridled joy.
It just blown off.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating a brownie. Yeah, we tried to maintain some semblance of normalcy and retain some hinges while we were interacting with people. But we were done meeting people, and then as soon as I realized it was the tree, all remaining hinges gone to the wind. I was so excited, so I hugged the tree and then I ran into it on purpose and fell down on purpose.
Exactly in the same spot where Theo Darby did the exact same thing.
Yes, and Theo Darby was also the first person to sign my flag.
Really?
Yes, full circle. Yep, it was a beautiful moment.
So what's the final thoughts for the day?
Well, we were just talking about how we feel like we made our own con day, like a little LA con, like a small enough con that it had 3 fans participants, guests, Lindsey, Samba, Dominic, and Chris. There were more yes, more guests at the con than fan attendees. Very small and intimate, very like single fandom con that we made for ourselves here in LA.
And now we celebrate with chocolate. I'm having chocolate desserts of various kinds at the local Whole Foods. And what a way to cap off our celebration. The fact that we got so immersed in the show has not hit me at all. At all. It's going to hit me 3 days from now. I can't even believe that we got to have that much interaction with the show, both like obviously with everyone that we met and talked to today, but even like going to the filming locations, like we just got to be immersed in it, and I'm not aware of that yet. I will be.
How Parasocial was today.
I think we did good.
I feel like so I think the definition of parasocial is like believing that you know more about the person than you actually do. And we went in being like, no, we don't know anything about you actually. Like we are approaching you as fans of a show that we know you're on. And everyone we talked to was like, let me tell you about my life. Let me introduce you to my dog. Like, you know, let me talk to you about my cat. So it felt just, I'm going to say normal social. Yeah. It was just social.
I agree.
Because everyone that we talked and we met was just like, yeah, we are approaching this like as politely, well, especially for Chloe, like politely asking, you know, hey, can we engage with you about this thing? And they were all like, yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also felt like I got the sense that the people we met today were sort of just as excited to be reached out to and have this connection as we were to do the reaching out and have the connection. Like it felt mutual, it felt reciprocal. It also seemed to mean something to them that it meant so much to us. It wasn't just like us coming in with our unhinged love and then being like, oh, whoa, okay, like here, let me sign this real quick and then like get out of here. It didn't feel like that at all. It felt like mutual excitement and shared like love over this show.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't suggest lunch. Lindsey was the one who was like, oh, let's have lunch and I'll talk to you for an hour. That's insane. I think we were good. Nobody cried or said anything weird, and we got great sound bites. Yay, go team.
You can follow this podcast, Our Flag Means Fanfiction, on Instagram, and be sure to leave us a little rating and review on whatever podcast platform you're listening to, because that shows the world that there's still an audience for Our Flag related content. Until next time, do creations, be cringe, commit crime. Bye.